deeply concerned by the comments from the Chancellor this morning and the Prime Minister on the floor of the House that the government do not intend to comply with this motion in full and will instead only publish a position paper summarising the Attorney General's advice. Mr. Speaker, I'm now seeking your advice on what further steps I can take to ensure the government comply with the motion approved by this House and provide this advice in full and in time to inform the meaningful vote. Thank you.
Well, I'm grateful to the Right Honourable and Learned Gentleman for his characteristic courtesy in giving me advance notice of his intention to raise this point of order. The Right Honourable and Learned Gentleman raises a very important matter. I understand from the written ministerial statement that a document setting out, and I quote, the government's legal position, unquote, will be published on Monday, described, I think, by the Prime Minister as a full reasoned position statement. I must be careful not to prejudge, but if the Right Honourable and Learned Gentleman believes that he already knows enough to be sure that ministers are not complying with the humble address, he is free to write to me as early as he likes to suggest that the House has seen or is about to be subject to a contempt and seeking precedence for a motion to deal with it. It will be for me to decide, and I will not linger, whether there is an arguable case that a contempt has been committed, and therefore whether an appropriate motion should be put urgently before the House. Further to that point of order, Mr. Nigel Dodds.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and can I concur entirely with what has been said by the Right Honourable Gentleman, the opposition spokesperson on Brexit, and say that this view that he has expressed is, I think, felt widely across all parties in this House. And I